And now, BillyCBoxing.com presents Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down with Billy C. Here he is, Billy C.
Thank you, Jeremy C. We're coming at you from the Billy C studio in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Calogero, and it's time for BillyCBoxing.com's Professional Boxing's Thumbs Up and Thumbs Down for today, September, what is today, man? September 18th in the year 2012. First and foremost, sorry we didn't do the thumbs up, thumbs down all last week, but we're in Las Vegas. That's right, and if you don't have a premium podcast subscription to the Talking Boxing with Billy C radio show, I strongly suggest that you get it now. It's $15 a year. That's the minimum of 10 hours a week worth of content for $15 a year. Works out to be less than $1.25 a month. And you have full access to the shows. Now, last week, we had a great show. Every single day. We did 6 shows, including the post-fight show. We were out in Las Vegas. We had a lineup of guests like no other. Al Bernstein, Mike McCallum, Buddy McGirt, Ernie Shavers, Augie Sanchez, Jackie Callan. We had Steve Lott come on, Harold Letterman, Al Bernstein, if I said him already, the Magladano brothers, Pat Berry. I mean, the list went on and on and on. Every day it was better than the next. We had some young fighters. We had some old fighters. We had some previous, great fighters in the sport of boxing. Anybody who's anybody was there. And, you got to listen, there's 2 things that's worth everything. I mean, first of all, to get the interview with Mike McCallum, that's great. But here's the thing. There was 2 things that we did last week that was by far something that you're never going to see or hear anywhere else. And that was, number one, the interview with Al Bernstein. Al Bernstein was like you've never seen or heard him before. It was like him and I reunited after we went to high school together years ago and didn't see each other. I mean, it was a fantastic interview. You got to check it out. And the other thing was that Steve Lott, who was also a guest on the show, was responsible for giving us permission to replay in its entirety the second Joe Louis against Max Schmeling fight, which lasted 1 round in New York at Yankee Stadium. It was chilling to listen to, especially knowing all the ramifications that surrounded that fight. And it had not been heard in over 40 years on the radio, and we had it. So if there was any reason for you to spend the $15, you'd get to download all of that stuff and check it out. And if you're really a cheap bastard, you can sign up for 1 month for $4.99, but that's not the bargain. The bargain is $15 a year. So do that now. Visit the website, www.BillyCBoxing.com, and become a premium podcast subscriber. You could still sign up on Talking Boxing, too. TalkinBoxing.com. Vegas, baby. All right, thumbs up to everyone involved with the Vegas trip. All the guests that we were talking about before. And, I mean, just to give you an idea of some of the ones that I can think of at the top, off the top of my head, I mean, there were so many great guests on the show. But Mike McCallum, Steve Lott, Al Bernstein, Ernie Shavers, Buddy McGirt, the Magladano brothers, Jackie Callan, Pat Berry, Augie Sanchez, the female phenom I've been telling you about, Marty Corneja, James Quick Tillis, Harold Letterman, and the list goes on and on and on. I mean, what a great time. Special thanks goes to my man Tony Treem, who made most of the guests that we had possible. Dax Khan for doing a lot of work behind the scenes back in New York while it was all going on. And, of course, to the guys that I invaded their space, man. I invaded their studio, the MMA Junkie team. My man Goes, who was my producer, and his brother, George. Great job. I love these guys. So much so that they were slipping me the MMA Kool-Aid the whole time I was there. And, yeah, I might start watching a little MMA. So thanks to everybody that made it such a success. We had a great time out there, and we had some great shows. A lot of people say it was the best stuff we've ever done in our 10 years of existence. So check it out. Oh, yeah. That's if you're a premium podcast subscriber. Thumbs up goes to Amir Khan for dumping Freddie Roach. I really think Freddie Roach has slipped, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Amir Khan wanting a trainer that's going to dedicate his time in him. Freddie Roach is spread a little too thin, and, the results speak for themselves. He hasn't been doing that well. He's lost his last 5-6 fights with all his top fighters. So I give a thumbs up to Amir Khan for dumping Freddie Roach. The time is now, and he acted on it. So thumbs up to Amir Khan. And finally, thumbs up to Sergio Martinez's performance, beating Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Listen, the fight went exactly how I thought, except I picked Chavez because I thought that he would at least throw some punches and wear down Martinez. He failed to do it. Martinez got up from a powerful couple of shots that sent him down, but he held on and won the fight. It was a one-sided, entertaining fight. You can't win fights if you don't throw punches. Chavez didn't throw any punches except for the last round. But you know why I'm giving Sergio a thumbs up? Not only for his career-defining performance, which I believe he had, not for getting up off the canvas, not for, staying true and making it interesting. But, we all know that he was a class act. But did you notice when they were both in the post-fight interview with Max Kellerman and Sergio Martinez is drinking water from his water bottle, and he looks over at Chavez and he offers him the water bottle, and Chavez was drinking out of his water bottle. They were both drinking out of the same water bottle. I thought that was a subtle, classy move by Sergio Martinez. Thumbs up to Sergio Martinez. Thumbs down to my man, Ricky Hatton. I've always been a Ricky Hatton fan, but come on, man. Thumbs down. Why the comeback? Don't give me the BS that, you got into drugs and depression because you got beaten up so bad by Manny Pacquiao. Obviously, he's pissed his money away. I heard he is in good shape. There's a good article up on BillyCBoxing.com about it. But thumbs down to Ricky Hatton. Just another long list of fighters that don't know when to say when. Thumbs down to the fans who voted for Saul Alvarez to win the knockout of the night over the only real legitimate knockout of the night, and that was Marcos Maidana. Yeah, they had this little vote on Showtime, who gets the extra 100,000. I thought for sure it was a sham scam of the damn ripoff setup, to give the golden boy fighter Saul Alvarez the knockout of the night. He knocked down Josito Lopez several times with body shots, and Joe Cortez ran in like a ravishing Rano to stop that fight, and looked like a moron, total moron doing it. And that wins knockout of the night. What about Marcos Maidana, who was in a knockout, drag-out slugfest with Jesus Soto Carras? That should have been knockout of the night by far. So thumbs down to all the fans that voted. You obviously were biased towards Alvarez. And finally, my last thumbs down of the day goes to Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez, numero cuatro. I'm not saying that this isn't a fight that has interest. But what I did say for all last week and the week before, and maybe even the week before that, was that the fight didn't need to be made now. Manny Pacquiao needed to avenge his loss against Timothy Bradley, which possibly would have set up a fight with Floyd Mayweather. Win, lose, or draw against Floyd Mayweather, he would have had the Juan Manuel Marquez fight. But now, should he lose this fight against Juan Manuel Marquez, which is very good chance that he does, let's face it, law averages say, you have 3 fights. Some people argue that Juan Manuel Marquez won, not 2, but all 3 of those fights. Law averages say that he's going to come out with a W one of these times. And if he comes out with this fight now and beats Manny Pacquiao in December, that's going to be it for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao made a poor business decision here. What he should have done is pushed for the rematch with Timothy Bradley, knock him out. Even if he loses to Timothy Bradley, he still gets the Marquez fight. Basically he cut off another payday by fighting Juan Manuel Marquez now. Juan Manuel Marquez should have been early 2013. This fight in December should have been against either, I think Timothy Bradley, because that would have set up Floyd Mayweather, and then Juan Manuel Marquez at the end of next year. But who am I? Anyway, that concludes our thumbs up, thumbs down. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Ciao, baby.